Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with allthingsbbq.com, and this is the Southwest Chicken Avocado BLT. Well, today we're preparing a mashup of two fantastic sandwiches, the grilled chicken sandwich and the BLT. And we're gonna be using some Latin-inspired flavors often found in Southwest American cuisine, like jalapeno, lime, chipotle, and avocado. It's a lot of big flavors in one little sandwich, so let's get started right away with our chicken. So for the chicken today, we're using chicken thighs, boneless, skinless thighs. I'm just gonna make sure that we don't have any little bones or any cartilage stuck behind. I like to use the chicken thigh anytime I can, just because it's got so much moisture to it. It stays a lot juicier than a breast will. And we're gonna help that along even more by putting it into a little bit of marinade. So you can throw these in just a zip top bag or a vacuum seal bag if you've got one handy. And then for the marinade, we're gonna be using the Sweetwater Spice Jalapeno Lime. This is a fajita bath, so it's got some of those Southwest and Latin inspired flavors to it. It's actually pineapple juice based, but it's got a lot of lime and a little bit of jalapeno kick to it as well. We're gonna do equal parts the marinade and water. Just a cup of each will be plenty for what we're doing today. You can save the rest for another project. I'm gonna go ahead and seal this up, and we'll let this soak while we prepare the rest of the ingredients. Next, we're gonna go ahead and cook off our bacon, and we're doing that today in the Yoder Smokers YS640S on the cast iron griddle. So the grill temperature right now is at about 350 degrees. We really don't need to go too hot when we're cooking bacon and sandwiches. I just risk kind of scorching stuff, so 350 is a good spot to start. Nice golden brown. You guys cook this as crispy or as chewy as you like your bacon. I'm definitely a somewhere in the middle kind of guy. All right, last of the bacon is coming off the griddle now. We're just gonna land this on some paper towels to kind of drain some of that fat sitting in. And also just wanna use some paper towels to soak up that excess bacon grease that's on the griddle so that our chicken's not just swimming in it. A little bit's great, a lot's not so pleasant. So next I want to prep up a couple of the condiments for our sandwich. So this first one's real easy. We're just going to do a little chipotle mayo. So you can use as much or as little of this chipotle and adobo sauce that you like. I mean, this is the stuff that just comes straight out of the can. I'm going to do about 1 tablespoon for every cup of mayo. Give that a whisk, and that's it. Now the next thing we're going to make is a little avocado smash. So think of it kind of like guacamole, but we're not going full guacamole. We're just going to get all the flesh out of these avocados. We're going to smash them up with a little bit of lime juice, and then we're also going to work some bacon bits into there. So I'm going to put just a pinch of some black garlic sea salt in here. Give this a squeeze of lime juice. Bacon avocado smash. That'll accomplish the avocado portion of our Southwest Chicken Avocado BLT. So the chicken's had a good 30 to 45 minutes of soaking in the marinade, which is plenty. We're gonna take it out now and get it seasoned up and onto the griddle. So we're gonna season these with the Cattleman's Grill Trail Dust today. Great all-purpose seasoning. You want to use the kind of seasoning that's going to allow this marinade to really shine. And I can tell you right now that's not going to be a problem because I can smell that lime jalapeno coming off of there. All right, we got a good little crust going on the bottom here. I'm going to flip these over. And we'll continue cooking these until they reach about 175 degrees internal temperature. We are creeping up on that 175. Just another minute or so, we'll be ready to pull all of these off. So these chicken thighs we're gonna get sliced up, and then we can assemble our sandwiches. But these smell incredible. and they're certainly plenty juicy inside. I think this combination of the trail dust with the jalapeno lime Sweetwater spice marinade is a really, really killer one. All right, so before we can put these sandwiches together, we gotta toast off our bread and melt some cheese. So we're gonna go down on the griddle with some butter. We got about enough ingredients here for 4 servings, but we're gonna just do 2 really big sandwiches. So that'll be 1 right there. That'll be 2 right there. And we wanna get some cheese melted on 1/2, so we're gonna come down with our pepper jack just on 1 slice for each sandwich. Let's close this up and let that melt. All right, yep, getting nice and toasty. That cheese is melting. Let's go ahead and take these off of here. All right, so let's start building these from the bare naked side with a little bit of Chipotle mayo. So that kind of gets our moisture barrier down on our sourdough bread. By the way, use whatever kind of bread you love, but I love a sourdough bread, especially on a BLT. A little extra moisture barrier and a little crunch from some lettuce. Next, we'll get our tomatoes down. We're using these really nice, sweet Campari small tomatoes. But if you got fresh ones out of the garden, this is obviously an ideal use for them. And then we're gonna layer on our chicken. I like these sliced kind of thin because then you can kind of just fill in the gaps rather than having like bare spots if you just put the whole thing down in one piece. All right, now we're gonna hop to the other side with our bacon avocado mash. Spread that on top of the pepper jack. I know all of you are thinking that's not 4 servings. I could eat one of those by myself, but hopefully now that you've seen it all the way loaded up, you know just how much you're dealing with. And since we have it, let's just do a little bit more bacon on there. Check that out. That's a serious sandwich. Dang, I love a good sandwich. There is so much going on here. Let me clean myself. Okay, I'm back. So much texture, so much flavor, all of it fantastic. I gotta say, one of the first things I tasted, and it makes sense because it's the first thing that hits your tongue, is this crusty sourdough bread, just toasted in butter. One of my favorite ways to eat bread. Beyond that, you get just a little bit of that smoky chipotle and the mayo. You got the freshness from the tomatoes, from the lettuce, from the avocado, and then of course that really savory bacon and that Southwest chicken. Just the right amount of like lime jalapeno going on. Not spicy whatsoever, just packed full of flavor. Maybe you will be able to eat 2 of these. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out allthingsbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to allthingsbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.